bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you.
Where the jokes are as quirky. Welcome to Springfield, where the jokes are as abundant as the donuts and the residents are as quirky as they come. Meet Homer Simpson, the lovable but bumbling head of the Simpson family. By his side is Marge, his patient and kind-hearted wife, who holds the family together. Their children include Bart, who is always stirring up chaos, while Lisa, the middle child, shines with intelligence and compassion. And there's Maggie, the adorable baby. From exploring the enigmatic mysteries of the town's wealthiest resident, Mr. Burns, to navigating the vibrant atmosphere of Moe's Tavern, every moment is a unique experience. Also part of this vibrant ensemble is Ned Flanders, the friendly neighbor whose unwavering optimism never fails to brighten the day, followed by Krusty the Clown, the eccentric entertainer who's always ready to put on a show. And let's not forget Milhouse, Bart's loyal and nerdy best friend. Explore the wacky world of Springfield, a town where the laughter is infectious, and the residents are always ready to welcome you with open arms.
No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess. Mask off, he's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you
Welcome to Springfield, where the jokes are as abundant as the donuts and the residents are as quirky as they come. Meet Homer Simpson, the lovable but bumbling head of the Simpson family. By his side is Marge, his patient and kind-hearted wife who holds the family together. Their children include Bart, who is always stirring up chaos, while Lisa, the middle child, shines with intelligence and compassion. And there's Maggie, the adorable baby. From exploring the enigmatic mysteries of the town's wealthiest resident, Mr. Burns, to navigating the vibrant atmosphere of Moe's Tavern, every moment is a unique experience. Also part of this vibrant ensemble is Ned Flanders, the friendly neighbor whose unwavering optimism never fails to brighten the day, followed by Krusty the Clown, the eccentric entertainer who's always ready to put on a show. And let's not forget Milhouse, Bart's loyal and nerdy best friend. Explore the wacky world of Springfield, a town where the laughter is infectious, and the residents are always ready to welcome you with open arms.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Cannon Speaks. An impromptu Cannon Speaks. What's going on, guys? I am Cannon Hotep. Give yourselves a round of applause because you could be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with me, and I really do appreciate it. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we live. You catching the replay? Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I could use that constructive criticism, guys. You want to donate to the channel? $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Super Chats, Rumble Rants, always welcome. Or join the channel. You can do it both on Rumble or on YouTube. For a cup of coffee a month, you could donate and support one of your favorite YouTubers, because these days in Joe Nickel Slicks America, boy, oh boy, it's getting out of hand. And they want us to believe that the economy is on an uptrend. Yeah, okay. They want us to think the economy is on an uptrend, and the economy is in the toilet more than ever. More than ever, guys. More than ever. Oh my goodness gracious. Anyway, I wanted to play that in the beginning. I ran it back because it's interesting, right? That's AI generated Simpsons. Bruh. That's AI generated Simpsons. If they can do that good of a job, right? If they can do that good of a job on a trailer for The Simpsons, which I wouldn't mind seeing an episode to see how either creepy or how good it is. Imagine what's going to happen with these actors and actresses when AI gets good enough to replace them. When Tom Cruise can do Mission Impossible forever. When Sylvester Stallone can be Rocky again. They bring back Sean Connery for, I don't know, Hunt for Red October or something. Imagine that, y'all. Like, it's scary, but at the same time, it's very fascinating. Like, do you understand? This is right along the lines of that video game. What was it called, guys? Unplugged? What was it called? Unrecorded. The game I showed you guys was from back in the day, Unrecorded. Not back in the day, but from like a couple months ago, Unrecorded. Where the guy was running through, I guess, shooting bad guys, and we were saying they could just as easily take this type of technology, that real world engine or whatever they call it, and simulate one of those mass events. Bro, the technology is getting ridiculous. We are beyond deep faking. We are beyond deep faking. Don't forget about that website, thispersondoesn'texist.com. We could just generate an AI face. Actors and actresses are going to be a thing of the past. They're going to be able to redo Gilligan's Island with the original cast if they feel like it. You know what I mean? Just think about that. Which show? All right, so if it did get that serious, did Midjourney do this? Somebody said Midjourney did it. Somebody said Midjourney did that. That would be interesting if that's the case. Anyway, so which show would you guys want to see come back? Right? Which show would y'all want to see come back if AI took over, right? Which show would that be? Oh, come on. Don't tell me this is acting up now. Oh, there we go. Seinfeld. So you would like to see Seinfeld with the original cast back in the day? I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I would want to see. Parker Lewis Can't Lose. I would like to see Parker Lewis Can't Lose. How many people remember that show, Parker Lewis Can't Lose, from back in the day? What cast though, Montoya? What cast of SNL would you want to see? Huh? Like Eddie Murphy playing Buckwheat cast? Early 90s cast? You know what I mean? I would like to see, Married with Children. Nah, they could probably still do that if they really wanted to. What's a show? Not the Brady Bunch. See, Justine, remember Parker Lewis Can't Lose. Gilda Belushi? Who's Gilda Belushi? I know Jim Belushi. Maybe X-Files, but it'd be too hard to replace the original cast. But that's what I'm saying, right? They could do a young Mulder and Scully. See, that's my point, right? AI's gotten so good that they could recreate Mulder and Scully in their youth. Not only recreate Mulder and Scully in their youth. Imagine what the graphics would look like. Bruh, the special effects would be off the hook. CGI be crazy. Oh, Gilda Radner and Belushi. Okay, see, I'm young. I know Jim Belushi. I don't know who Gilda Radner is. Okay, I got you. Dukes of Hazzard would be a good one. You gotta have the General Lee with the flag on it, though. Knowing AI and these people out here in these streets, it'll be a an LGBTQ flag on top of the General Lee, and it wouldn't even be called the General Lee. What would they call it? What would they call the General Lee? What would they call it? They wouldn't call it the General Lee. They would call it something ridiculous. They would call the General Lee something ridiculous. You might call it the RuPaul or something stupid. Oh, man. Who knows what they would do? Major confusion. What's up, Reaction? They would call it General Lee something nonsensical. Oh, man. What else would be a good? Wagon Train, maybe? Gunsmoke? I would like to see Gunsmoke. I used to watch that with my grandmother a lot. What else? Murder, She Wrote. Bring back Murder, She Wrote. Bring back Murder, She Wrote. That would be fantastic. Star Trek The Next Generation before it went woke. Star Trek The Next Generation was my jam. It used to come on right after Married with Children. the Flaming Fruitcake. The A-Team? Yeah, that'd be kind of dope. TJ Hooker. I could get with TJ. I like TJ Hooker's theme song. I remember when Old Dirty Bastard took TJ Hooker's theme song and made it a song. I think it was like Big Baby Jesus, I Can't Wait. Oh, man. Listen, watch this. Ready? Aww.
The Pro Level Embody Gaming Chair is our most advanced design.
Switch over to the next one. Yeah. This ain't it. Is that it? That's not it. Hold on. That is not the song. That's not it. That's not what I'm thinking about. Hold on. Maybe I'm thinking about the wrong one. MacGyver be dope. I know, right? Yeah, they probably use a chick for. I'm so shocked they haven't done that yet. 21 Jump Street. What's up, Carlton? Hey, Carlton, what show would you like to see AI remake with an all AI cast, but using like the original characters' faces from back in the day? What would you like to see? Excuse me. Hold on. Y'all tell me what song. This was TJ Hooker, wasn't it? Or was I not waiting long enough? Let me see. That's TJ Hooker, right? That's TJ Hooker, right? Am I wrong?
Yo, Miami.
I mean, that's Old Dirty Bastard singing, but that's the TJ Hooker. Like that beginning, that's TJ Hooker, ain't it? That's TJ Hooker, right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong about that? Knight Rider? I can see that. You remember that dumb show they made? They tried to remake. It was called Cobra. Was it Cobra? No, Viper. Viper. Remember they tried to make that show Viper, like the new Knight Rider? It was terrible. Instead of Kit, they used a Dodge Viper. That show was terrible. Agent 99? Never heard of Agent 99. Charlie's Angels. That would be a good one too. Oh yeah, I used to love Get Smart. I used to watch. I'm like an old soul. I used to watch Get Smart and Dragnet. Dragnet might be a good one. Dragnet might be actually might be a good one. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh man, I could have swore that was TJ Hooker in the beginning. That's how TJ Hooker started off. I'm almost certain of that. Cause I remember when I heard it, I was asleep and it came on. I was like, yo, what? Agent 99 was on Get Smart? Huh. I don't remember that. Oh man, Maxwell Smart. You said, what is San Francisco's favorite Dragnet? This is interesting. Hold on. I remember, because wasn't Heather Locklear in listening? I'm about to play it out. I'm about to just play the theme song out. Yo, I do not remember this being TJ Hooker's theme song. Do y'all remember that? I don't remember it coming on like this. Oh, you know why? Because it's season 4. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe what's season 1 sound like? I'm really stuck on this. I'm really stuck on this. Oh my gosh. I guess I'm being slow today. The Mets won a doubleheader? Or maybe this is it. Let me see. There we go. I knew I was right. Okay, so they changed it. They changed it. Okay. But I used to watch TJ Hooker. I forgot what channel it was that had TJ Hooker. It was playing on a marathon one day, and I just watched. Like I had the Cove base. I might have had the Cove base, and TJ Hooker was on, and I just kept watching episodes of TJ Hooker. It was back in like 2020, and I was like, all right, I can get with the show. And then I started rehashing like Murder She Wrote and stuff like that. You know what I mean? What if they redid Michael Jackson Moonwalker? What if they redid Moonwalker? Would y'all be opposed to that? San Francisco in drag. Y'all trip. Magnum PI. I don't remember ever watching it like that. But why not? Why not? I can get with Magnum PI. Miami Vice, maybe. But this is the thing, right? AI is getting so good that they won't need the actors and actresses anymore. They can bring back whoever they want. Think about it, right? Even with the songs, right? You got them using Frank Sinatra on From the Window to the Wall. You know what I mean? You had Drake using Pac and Snoop. Now you just seen what the Simpsons like trailer would look like if it was a live action show, kind of live action, I guess. I mean, technically it's not live action because AI created the characters, but they won't need nobody in Hollywood no more. Now I see why they was on strike. They won't need writers because you got Chat GPT. They won't need actors because all they gotta do is put a code into, you know, or tell AI this is what we want. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Boy, it's a wrap. Anyway, I was stuck on that. Let's get to what we came here for, guys. Oh, man. So, is anybody else feeling a little sad? Like I'm feeling a little sad. Check this out. Red Lobster is closing nearly 50 restaurants. Here's where they're located. This is crazy. This is crazy. 50 restaurants, guys. 50 restaurants. Let's see what they got to say.
That's already closed is in Hialeah along West 40. And Red Lobster abruptly closing at least 48 of its restaurants across the country. One of the stores that's already closed is in Hialeah along West 49th Street. Multiple locations in Orlando are also closing. So the chain is also reportedly considering filing for bankruptcy protection.
So now they closing, right?
My oldest daughter,
and
Camilla,
they're closing and filing for bankruptcy protection. Bruh. Red Lobster is closing more than 50 of its restaurants across the country, according to a company that helps business liquidate restaurant equipment. Neil Sherman, CEO of TagX Brands, promoted a winner-takes-all liquidation sale of fixtures, furniture, and equipment in the video posted Monday on LinkedIn that included a link for those who wish to bid. That's crazy. The Red Lobster has consistently lost money for years in an attempt to boost traffic at its restaurants. The company last year expanded its all-you-can-eat shrimp deal. Customers' appetites, however, ate into profits as demand overwhelmed what a chain could afford, resulting in financial losses. Rumblings of possible bankruptcy emerged this spring when the company tapped Jonathan Tibus, whatever how you say his name, as his new executive chief. Tibus is a managing partner at advisory firm Alvarez and Marsal, I guess that's how you say it, and is known for resurrecting corporate entities. I don't know if Red Lobster gonna make it. I do not know if Red Lobster gonna make it though. They need to close here in California? Really? Oh. Yeah, see, that's different. Law and Order recycled actors. I guess still on that. I bet all these vacant buildings and semiconductor factories, tenfold Kufi on tight. Oh, snap. I said that, so I kind of felt the way a little bit, just a tad, right? Just a tad. The reason why I felt like that is because How many of us, I'm 39. So how many of us took a girl on a first date to Red Lobster? Y'all can't even see my hand. How many people took a girl on a first date to Red Lobster? This guy right here, right? It was either Red Lobster because it was fancy, right? Especially like in high school and like right when you got out of high school, it was fancy. It was either that or like Bennigan's. Right? I would take a girl to Bennigan's or Red Lobster. Like Red Lobster, you had a couple dollars. Montoya said she'd been in her day. It wasn't that was a good date. Carlton said first, second, and third. He said he was getting that shrimp scampi deal. He was getting that shrimp scampi. You know what I mean? And Red Lobster, come on, the rolls, the little biscuits they brought out too. Back in the day, girls used to love when you took them to Red Lobster. Fuego said I haven't been in Red Lobster in 20 plus years, but in Southern California, they were pretty low budget in the 90s. Really? The Sizzler was kind of low budget in the 90s. Yeah, the cheddar biscuits, y'all. The Sizzler was kind of low budget. I remember we had a Sizzler we used to go to all the time when I was a kid. But Red Lobster was a good first date, especially when you was in high school, maybe in college. You ain't, you didn't have a lot, but you had enough money to spend on a decent date. And girls like Red Lobster because they wanted to get their shrimp scampi, their shrimp fettuccine. They wanted the cheddar biscuits. They wanted the all-you-can-eat shrimp. Now, I blame these older women, these same women that would have went in high school and would have went in college or whatever. Now all of a sudden, Red Lobster not good enough. Red Lobster not good enough. Try to perfect those biscuits from Red Lobster from scratch at home. You did? Did you make it? Did you do it? They were like Sizzler to us, and I like Sizzler. Sizzler was great.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
You need your lobster and shrimp Caesar salad. Joe said the cheddar bay biscuits, boy. I'm telling you, yo, like that was the thing back in the day, right? So for me, when I was, coming up, you had Red Lobster. Cheesecake Factory was kind of out of my league, right? It was out of a lot of people's league, right? Cheesecake Factory was kind of expensive in high school, right? But you had, I'll still throw it in there. If you had a few bucks or your parents had money, Cheesecake Factory, right? You had Red Lobster. Then you had Tony Roma's. We had this little barbecue spot here called Tony Roma's. Tony Roma's was good. What else? I like Ruby Tuesdays. Ruby Tuesdays was it. I used to love Ruby Tuesdays. What else? And Applebee's. Applebee's was it too. You know what I mean? Because back in high school, when, 19, 20, 21 years old, 22 years old, that's what you could afford for real. You know what I mean? You and a girl or whoever can go to Applebee's, right? On like $60. If that. Right? I remember after Ring Dance, all of my friends, we all went to Applebee's. All of my friends, we all went to Applebee's. I had a job and all that other good stuff. I was working at the Shoe City. And we all out there. You know what happened when all your friends go to Applebee's. Somebody ain't going to pay for their meal. Somebody ain't going to pay for their meal. I remember, I think like one or two people didn't have money, so I took care of it. It was like $40 for two people to eat. That was a appetizer, that was an entree, and that was a drink. For two people was $40. For $40, yo. Now you can't even get one of those meals for $40. You can't get your meal for $40. You can't go to the Old Country Buffet for $40 for two people. It's getting crazy. But now Red Lobster is about to be out of the paint, just like Tony Roma's is out of the paint, just like Bennigan's is out of the paint. Olive Garden around here is gone too. Olive Gardens are starting to go away. Olive Garden was another restaurant where it was you kind of could show off a little bit when you was, you thought you was doing a little something when you was young going to Olive Garden. Now they about to dip. Cheese, you right though. You right. Cheesecake Factory is the new Red Lobster allegedly, and Cheesecake Factory still ain't cheap. Cheesecake Factory still ain't cheap. What do I get when I go to Cheesecake Factory? The chicken chipotle pasta. That's what I'll get. Or the Sometimes I don't. I just get the Buffalo Blast be jumping, and the Thai lettuce wraps be good. That's usually the only thing I get from Red Lobster. I mean, from Cheesecake Factory, and maybe a piece of cheesecake if I feel like it. But that's about it. And it still be expensive. But Cheesecake Factory is the new Red Lobster. Carlton said Olive Garden was fire. It was, yo. It was, but then I found out that they be feeding you with that, like the bag food like they used to give you in elementary school. Cause they used to run this thing like, if you dine in and you get something to eat, but you can take something home or something like that. You can take something to go. You can get a meal to go. It was like buy one, get one or something like that. But it'd be frozen in a bag. It'd be frozen in a bag. I was like, dang, Olive Garden, what is this? Cheesecake Factory Fridays and P.F. Chang's were the go-tos. Oh, yeah. P.F. Chang's is kind of still a go-to around here. Fridays is just a hood spot now. The Fridays by me, after like 8 o'clock, they got an armed security guard being a bouncer because they got music and all that other stuff. It's along the lines of like we got Green Turtle around here too. Tony Roma's will be... yeah, yo, Tony Roma's ribs was jumping. Tony Roma's will be missed. I miss it. Matter of fact, Tony Roma's went out of business. They put an Olive Garden there, and now the Olive Garden is out of business. Montoya says, I love Cheesecake Factory. Asian peanut pasta salad was taken off the menu. Wow, because people are allergic to peanuts? No, I never heard of Love Steakhouse. What's up, Ricardo? You probably can't park at some of these places for $40 in LA. Right, exactly. I know in DC, try to go to DC and eat. Think you ain't gonna spend $50 on parking. Hey, yo, so me and my daughter on Saturday, I picked her up from dance show and she said, Dad, can we go to Red Lobster? Popeyes. And I'm like, I don't want to go, but all right, whatever, you hungry, let's go to Popeyes. So I'm like, all right, well, let's get some chicken tenders, take them home. We can snack on some chicken tenders, me, you, and your brother and your mother. We go and get 12 tenders, yo. We got 12 tenders, and we got some fries and red beans and rice. It cost me $40. $40 for 12 tenders, some red beans and rice, and some fries. That's how you know things is crazy. I was like, they geeking. They geeking. Fridays had some awesome appetizer specials before it went away. Yo, I'm still a fan of Fridays. Remember the Jack Daniels shrimp? The Jack Daniels, like they said, the Jack Daniels chicken and shrimp or the Jack Daniels steak and shrimp. They said the combo. That was my jam. That was my jam, yo. That was my jam. Our Cheesecake Factory was on the water at the harbor. Great bar, Valley Park. Same thing with ours. So we got a Cheesecake Factory, like, right at Harbor Place. We got Cheesecake Factory right there. Like, I used to work at the World Trade. Well, I still work at the World. I still work for the Port of Baltimore, or contracted to the Port of Baltimore. But my office was at the World Trade Center. So I could literally come out of the front door and walk straight into the Cheesecake Factory. Then we had when I was working for the casinos, when I was building the machines for the casinos, there was a Cheesecake Factory in the casino. Bro, I used to love me some Cheesecake Factory, yo. That was a Friday night thing at the casino for us. P.F. Chang's hit. Yeah. There's a small chain, Panini Cafe. That's my go-to when my mom comes to visit. I believe the P.F. Chang's hype. I've just never been, even though there was one literally next to the Hard Rock where I worked in Vegas. Yeah, so like P.F. Chang's is like a it's one of them like you share the food situations. And I don't mind it. It's cool. It's kind of like Maggiano's, but it's like Asian. Maggiano's is actually a good one too. I do like Maggiano's, but it give me that it kind of give me that Olive Garden vibe sometimes too. Come to the bed and I'll show you some things you couldn't even think about and expand your horizon. Oh Lord, what y'all? Who you in flirting with, Montoya? I used to go to P.F. Chang's in Santa Monica way more. You gotta go eat supper. Yes, we eat late. Plus, that chat making me hungry. Cheers. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Have a good one. It's expensive though right now. It's expensive to go to the market. It's expensive to go to the fast food restaurant, and it's expensive to go out to eat at a nice restaurant. I told you I thought I was getting off cheap. My son wanted some sushi, and I wasn't about to go to the sushi bars. Like, we gonna go to this good buffet right here that got sushi. It's all you can eat. I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know, $10, $15 a person. Nope. Cost me $100. Cost me $100. It's sad, yo. It's sad. We eating tuna helper tonight. We eating tuna helper tonight. I remember tuna helper. Tuna helper was the jam back in the day. I had got all nostalgic in the market, so what were we doing? I went to Target with my kids on Saturday and my nephew, and I seen that what is it? It's called a grocery outlet, the bargain grocery outlet, and I keep seeing them pop up like Blockbusters around here. So let's go in there and check it out. So we go in there and check it out, and I'm like, oh, they got tuna helper and hamburger helper. I turned into an 8-year-old immediately. It was like, we got to get this for $1.50. And I bought a bunch of tuna helper and hamburger helper, and I was like, yo, we about to eat that tuna helper tonight. We ain't about to order out. We ordered out every day last week. Every day last week. I don't even want to look at my DoorDash to see how much that cost me. I don't even want to open up my DoorDash to see how much that cost me. Exactly cost. It was $100 for the buffet, bro. Bidenomics on fix the obesity problem. Apparently, Ozempic is. These people wilding taking this Ozempic. Really? Grocery outlet is black owned? That's what's up. I'm gonna keep patronizing them then. That Ozempic is crazy. They using diabetes medication to lose weight. Boy, oh boy, I hope they don't have no side effects with that stuff. I'm gonna tell you that much. Get the wild salmon, the turkey breast with bone in, and your produce. What? If you drink wine, that is also a good place. Okay. Where's that at? Maggiano's is always good. Have you ever been to Texas de Brazil? It's a Brazilian steakhouse chain. No, we got Fogo de Chao though. They call it Fogo de Chão, but I'm like, it's spelled Chow. I'm gonna say Fogo de Chao. Grocery outlets are local owned here. Great place. Shop once a week there. Okay. Ozempic, it's a diabetes medication, yo. It's helping you to manage insulin, but apparently somebody figured out that you can lose weight using it. So you got all these celebrities that have been shooting themselves in the ass and all this other stuff, taking Ozempic and all this other stuff. This is nuts. Oh, the grocery outlet. Thanks, Montoya. Thanks for clearing that up. Yeah, yo, I like the grocery outlet, but they don't sell alcohol in Maryland at the grocery stores. We gotta go to a liquor store. Grocery outlet in Oregon is a bit high end. The one here ain't. The one here isn't. It's not, and I liked it. It wasn't bad. My daughter found these noodles she liked to eat. She like these crazy noodles from like she paid like $20 for a little 6-pack on Amazon. We found them in the grocery outlet for like $5. I was like, shoot, this is what we going at. I'm all in. But stuff getting expensive, y'all. Stuff getting real expensive in these streets. It's crazy, and people still gonna vote for Nickel Slick. You hated Hamburger Helper as a kid? Oh, Hamburger Helper was the jam when I was a kid. My son, I couldn't get him to eat the tuna helper though. He would not eat the tuna helper tonight. He's like, I don't want this. All my son want to eat is chicken nuggets and grilled cheese sandwiches. And he be wondering why he only 68 pounds. I'm like, yo, because you only eat chicken nuggets and grilled cheese sandwiches. All right? I was trying to put him on like a prison diet at one point just to get him to gain some weight. I'm like, yo, let's eat these. Like, you going to eat beans and hot dogs every day. We're going to eat beef and beans. You're going to be eating oodles and noodles. You about to be eating hookup, yo. We got to get you to gain some weight. That's all he want. That's all he want. Exactly. Hamburger Helper was the jam. But yeah, anyway. R.I.P. to Red Lobster. I blame all these bougie chicks who want to go eat at Morton's and Capitol Grill and Ocean Air and all these other places. Red Lobster is just you know, they too good for Red Lobster. Too good for Red Lobster, too good for the cheddar biscuits, too good for the shrimp scampi. They got all you can eat shrimp. You can't go there, huh? I tell you. Our grocery outlet is a clearance place too. They just also carry local and higher end products. Big organic section. Yeah, I haven't really. I mean, I went Sunday and then I went Sunday and I went Saturday. Excuse me, guys, my eyes itch. I went Sunday and I went Saturday, and I didn't mind it. It was like, okay, I didn't really get a chance to explore, but I'm gonna go probably this weekend and explore it out a little more. I liked it. So anyway, but R.I.P. to Red Lobster. Let's keep it moving. So check this out. Get rid of these real quick. So we talked yesterday about Dexter Taylor, right? Dexter Taylor was sentenced to 10 years for building guns in New York. He wasn't selling them. He wasn't doing anything nefarious with them. He just was building them because he liked to collect guns. And according to the ATF says you can build your own firearm as long as you do not intend to sell it. But New York want to make an example out of somebody because New York don't like the gun laws. They don't like the Constitution. They don't like the Second Amendment. They don't like the fact that they got to be a shout issue now. So they want to make examples out of people. So what apparently happened is that Dexter Taylor, they flagged him because he was ordering parts online. They flagged him, they raided his house, and then they arrested him, and they sentenced him to 10 years, which is just egregious. Just egregious. Meanwhile, you got people out here in the street marching for, oh, we stand with Palestine, or they want to march for other dumb causes, but this guy right here, innocent black man, is going to jail for something that he has a constitutional right to do. For what? So New York can make an example out of him. Now New York's doing something else. Hotep's been told you. They wasn't going to stop with just the dreaded AR-15. They wasn't just going to stop with the dreaded AR-15. Check this out. New York Senate initiates Glock handgun ban. They initiate a handgun ban, a Glock handgun ban. This is from May 8th, 2024. Yesterday, anti-gun New York legislators introduced a bill designed to completely ban the sale of Glock handguns and other semi-automatic pistols. You know why they trying to do that? Because they can be easily turned into fully automatic handguns with the switch modification. Is why they're doing this. Their bill S9225 comes under the guise that Glocks and other semi-automatic convertible pistols can be easily turned into machine guns through the installation or attachment of a pistol converter, more commonly known as the Glock switch. New York State lawmakers are intentionally targeting a major firearms manufacturer and banning the sale of their product because criminals who don't obey the law in the first place could illegally acquire handguns and then illegally alter them. So let me get this right. This is what I don't get, and this is what Glocks should pull out of there. You know who else carried Glocks other than the law-abiding citizens of your state, New York? Your police officers carry Glocks. You guys buy Glocks from police officers. This is the funniest thing ever. So you're gonna ban Glock in New York. So if you ban Glock in New York, are you gonna make your police officers turn in their Glocks? So what gun are you gonna allow your police officers to carry if you're banning Glocks, right? You wanna go to the SIG? Oh, the SIG P320, that's a striker fire as well. That could be altered into a machine gun. What, M&P shields? Shields with M&P the M&P 2.0 shields. That's what you're gonna go with? That's striker fire. It's got a plate cover on the back that can be altered and turned into a machine gun. They're being disingenuous. We're gonna ban the Glock because you can turn into a fully automatic gun. Okay, so now you done ban the Glock. Now they go to the M&P shield. They figure out how to convert them. Thing is, Glock is just a popular gun. But any striker fire gun with a little modification can be turned into a fully automatic handgun. So after you do that and they figure out how to do it with the next gun, what, you gonna ban that gun too? Is that what we doing, New York? This makes no sense. So now all of a sudden you're going to ban Glock. Is it going to be retroactive? Because I'm sure everybody who has a license to carry a Glock, because you got to have a license to carry your handgun, or not carry, a license to even own a handgun for your house and all this. Do they got to turn them in New York? How that's going to work? It was never going to stop with your AR-15, guys. It was never going to stop with the AR-15. You heard Nickel Slick talk about the 9mm blows the lung out the back. Remember that? Remember that craziness? Now they going after handguns. They not going to stop till you just got revolvers and shotguns, and even then they not going to stop. This is what these are your elected officials. These are your elected officials who's supposed to work for you, and they putting you in jail. They making you felons overnight. You think the criminals care at all? It's already illegal to own a machine gun in the United States unless you do the ATF tax forms and get approved for it. It's already illegal. But instead of cracking down on the people that got them, instead of actually doing real police work, instead of actually really enforcing your laws on the books, what you gonna do? Hamstring and infringe on the law-abiding citizens again. People who ain't even got an interest of buying a switch for their Glock. Now all of a sudden they gonna be felons. Is that how it's gonna work? That's how these liberal strongholds are. In California, if I'm not mistaken, you can't buy a Gen 4 Glock in California. It's got to be a Gen 3 or lower. Which I don't even understand what the difference is between the Gen 3 Glock and a Gen 4 Glock. Other than the slides don't match up. But these are your elected officials, the same people who said that black people don't know how to use the internet and they don't know what computers are. The same people that locked up Dexter Taylor on some BS are now trying to infringe on you some more. It's just like here in Baltimore with the governor here. Oh, well, since now we got to be a shout issue, we got to give anybody who passes the background check of the state police a handgun permit. What do we do? What do we do to stop them? I got it. Let's infringe on them and make them criminals by saying they can't carry the gun anywhere. They can't go to Walmart. They can't go to the movies. They can't go to Applebee's. They can't go nowhere with it. That's infringing them that way. These are the people you voted for. This is nasty work by New York. What they did to Dexter Taylor was nasty work. What they're going to be doing to other law-abiding citizens who got Glock is nasty work. So what you got to walk around with your papers on you showing you that you bought it pre-bill, S9225? This shit is nonsensical, yo. Nonsensical. Exactly, Steph. I don't disagree. I feel bad for people who there who can't leave. Yeah, yo, it's the switches. But that's your solution? Your solution to the switches? Your solution to the switches is to just ban the Glock outright. It's an excuse. The switches is an excuse to ban the Glock handgun. They used it, like I told you yesterday, they use these criminals for excuses to pass some of these draconian gun laws. They use these shootings, these mass shootings, as excuses to pass these gun laws. And they wonder why we don't trust them. I don't understand why they try. It's going to be overturned by the Supreme Court. I hope so. But see, the thing is, what they'll do is they'll pass this, and it's going to take a while for the Supreme Court to hear the case. So why they waiting on the Supreme Court to hear the case? Guess what? The law is enacted. Now all these people done turned in their Glocks before. That's what happened with the pistol braces. Before the pistol braces got overturned, guess what? People had to get rid of them. People was throwing them away. People was getting rid of their pistol braces. By the time the Supreme Court hear it and overturn it, which would be great, it's going to be too late for a lot of people in New York because they're going to have already turned their Glocks in. So it's a win-win for them. New York. These little niggas going crazy about these switches. They are, yo. They definitely going crazy with these switches. And I bet I could bust one of these niggas' heads without one. But this ain't the solution, though. The solution ain't to punish everybody. That's what they do. Their solution is to punish everybody. I'm sure the cops will be exempt. You right, though. You 100% right. You right. They are being reactionary. They're not being proactive. They're not coming up with a real solution for the problem. Because guess who ain't going to turn in their guns? Because you know why? They'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Who ain't going to? They ain't going to turn their guns in. They gonna keep some switches. They gonna keep them. And now you just made the market for them go up that much higher. Well, if they don't have any Glocks, then they can't put no switches on them. So stupid. Man, say he already run the CZ hammer fire. The P10C. The CZ P10C. It is daggone near Glock. It might be able to fit the same switch. I'm telling you guys, they're gonna use this Glock as the way in the door, and then from there they're just gonna keep shutting it down. So all you guys can have is pump actions and lever actions and revolvers. Your postings are being directed. What's going on? Why are they always messing with you, Montoya? You think they don't know if you downloaded a Ghost Gun 3D print model? Yo, let's go. Bruh, they call them ghost guns. You saw what they did. But the PSA dagger, they dumb. They just going to we can't no Glock. Oh, this ain't a Glock. This a PSA dagger. They retarded. I don't have a Glock. I got a PSA dagger. I don't got a Glock. I got a CZ. I don't got a Glock. I got Shadow Systems. Stupid. You already know how these shootings is initiated, yo. Yeah. Yeah, maybe my man in jail. My man in jail for nothing. I'm gonna check in a second, protocol. Yeah. And then New York's gonna are we gonna ban the Glock? And guess who's still gonna have a Glock in his hand? Lil Ray and Pookie and them. Little man and them still gonna have that Glock. They want to do everything but crack down on the people that's actually out here doing it. They want to do everything but crack down on the people that's out here doing the nonsense. Keep an eye on that one, man. New York, y'all gotta stand up for yourself, yo. Sad part is that Mayor Adams, he not gonna buck it. The New York City Police Commissioner and Chief, they not gonna buck it. They gonna follow orders, and you're gonna see a lot of problems in New York, and you're gonna see a lot of gun-related arrests go up. Anyway, tell you guys, they don't want you to be able to defend yourself. They want you dependent on them. They want you dependent on them in a city where women get lassoed around their neck and drugged between cars and assaulted, getting punched in the face and assaulted. People just getting just random acts of like evil, random acts of violence in a city like that. You want to hamstring your law-abiding citizens. You want to make them soft targets. They don't care about you, yo. They care about their power. And the way they keep their power is to keep you from being able to take it back from them. Period, full stop. That's what that's about. Anyway, let's get to the last story. Check this out, y'all. So, a migrant bus crash, 8 killed, 40 hurt in Ocala, Florida. Check this out. This was a couple hours ago, earlier today, I guess.
Capper has been providing live reports, gathering the latest there on the ground. She joins us now live from over in Marion County. Marley, what do we know so far about this? I know details are kind of coming in fairly slowly here.
Josh, good morning. That's correct. So this happened around 6:35, and we have been asking for information all morning, so it's just starting to trickle in. What we do know is that there was a 2010 international-style bus traveling with some farmers on it, about 53 passengers. Unfortunately, we've learned that 8 of those people have died, and 40 of them were transported to the hospital. I'm going to step out so you guys can kind of see the scene. We're kind of far back. They have blocked the road off pretty extensively, so you can see a very active scene with lots of police cars. To the left, it's just covered by the trees over here. That is where the bus is. We might have some Skyfox video that you might be able to take, but if not, I'm going to describe you the scene. So it looks like, on first glance, that it's a Mack truck rolled over because of the way that the front kind of looks like it detached, but we have confirmed that it is a bus and that they were carrying farm workers. So this has just been a very devastating morning. I have had people driving up and down this road all morning long asking me what's going on, who's been involved, and every time I tell people we're working to learn more information, or that I've told them that we have confirmed 8 dead, people are just so shocked. So this community really feels the pain this morning, and I've been praying all morning for the officers here involved and the first responders. I can't even imagine the amount of trauma that's going into the hospital right now, and for them to be able to assess this scene. And so they're still learning, and working to learn it.
Like, how? How did they manage to do this? Yo, so farm workers, which I'm assuming they were all migrants, and maybe someone was illegal, someone wasn't, but they were people, man. How did was the bus driver drunk? Did they get ran off the road? This is nuts. Yo, how did they do that? Hold up, what's this? Of course, there's a commercial. Hold on. A pickup truck sideswiped him.
Bus crash in Marion County today, and it is awful. We have just learned the driver who hit that bus has now been arrested. State troopers believe.
Okay, so somebody hit it. So, okay, like you said, he sideswiped him. Okay.
Brian Howard was intoxicated when he sideswiped the bus, a bus that was carrying dozens of migrant workers, causing it to crash. Skyfox was over the scene a short time after 8 of those migrant workers were killed. They were on their way to a farm at the time just to begin their work for the day. Now, this happened just over the Citrus County line in Dunellen. That's north of Tampa, of course, along State Road 40, about 12 miles west of I-75. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank has been at the scene all day. Brings us now the latest.
Well, troopers say this is going to be a long investigation and will involve an inch-by-inch reconstruction of a very large scene here. It all happened in a split second and changed dozens of families forever.
The painstaking work of reconstructing the crash began as soon as the injured victims had been taken to local hospitals. 8 were already dead.
Oh, yeah, they caught that tree. Look at that tree.
Got here.
This is the death that you do not expect from your family members.
At 6:30 Tuesday morning, the Marion County Sheriff said this Ford Ranger was headed east on Highway 40 when it drifted towards the center line. The Ranger crashed into the former school bus carrying 53 migrants. Along with the 8 killed right away, 38 more were injured, some critically.
So there's high probability this may be beyond 8 fatalities.
Law enforcement says the driver of the Ranger was injured, but that they hope to interview him about why his vehicle moved towards the center line.
You just said
the
why.
bus carrying the migrants was headed to a local farm, reportedly to pick watermelons. Cannon Farms is about 12 miles from the crash site and said it would be closed today out of respect for those injured. They said the accident happened to the Alvera Trucking and Harvesting Corporation. The sheriff says migrant workers are a big presence in Marion County, particularly this time of year.
Everything that I have.
So it sounded like these migrants was working for like a temp agency, and the temp agency was picking them up and taking them to work. Damn.
Been told at this point they all have what they need to be here. There's no reason for me to be involved with these individuals. They're hard-working individuals, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with them being here.
Law enforcement said notifying next of kin would be difficult, particularly because some may only have family outside the country. He's also well aware that they'll be clamoring for answers. Why and how did this happen to their loved ones?
And it's going to be hard on them, and rightfully so, because they just lost a loved one. My heart pleads for them. My heart goes out to them. I pray that the good Lord will give them whatever peace that he can to make them through this.
In Marion County, Evan Axelbank, Fox 13 News.
That's sad, man. That is sad. I mean, I agree with the sheriff. Like, it don't matter whether they legal or illegal. It's just sad. First off, I ain't got a problem with illegal aliens. I don't got a problem with them. You know why I don't got a problem with them? Because if they make it here to America and they don't get caught, more power to you. You get caught, charge it to the game. Charge it to the game. And you know who invited them here? Yeah, you guessed it. Your boy Joe Nicholslick invited him here. He invited him here. He made it really, really, what's the word? Appealing to come to America. He said that, what did he say? He said, I will give a pathway to citizenship to 11 million undocumented citizens. He said that before he got in office, and we still see it to this day. What's going on down there at the border? All these people keep coming up. They trying to get that citizenship that old Nicholslicker promised them. But like I said, I ain't got a problem with them. They coming here to try to, you got your criminals though. That the ones I don't, do with them what you will do with them. But you got people that's really coming up here trying to make a few bucks, send back home. You feel me? It was on a bus going to, I'm sure it's a temp agency or whatever it is, or labor ready or something like that. And some dude drunk that early, you drunk that early in the morning? Side swipes a whole bus and sends them careening into a tree. I guess the unstoppable force loses to the immovable object. 8 people died, 40 injured. Sad part is a lot of them probably ain't got no health insurance. You know what I mean? They're going to go work at the farm. I'm sure they don't work for the farm. They're going to work at the farm, though. I'm pretty sure that the farm ain't got to pay them out any type of benefits or anything like that. I don't know if this temp agency or labor ready that's busing them to these sites, I don't know if they take care of them. Probably not. You got some dickhead drunk at 6:30 in the morning. Or probably long. Yeah, 6:30 in the morning. Somewhere around there, 7 in the morning. Whatever time in the morning. And then careens into this bus. Or sideswipes this bus. He get the lid though. 8 people died. Just trying to make a living for their family. Trying to make a living for their family. It's sad, yo. It's sad. And you right, yo. You right, High Horse. It's sad that he even had to make that statement that, like, it don't matter whether they illegals or not. They people. It's seasonal and dangerous. See? Some dude was blasted. Yeah, exactly, yo. That is crazy. You said they're farmers too? Yeah, a lot of them probably are farmers. Now some kid and lost his dad or mom. Like you said, locating next to kin. You know, it's probably gonna be really difficult. Really difficult. It's a sad story, yo. It's a sad story. And they probably ain't gonna be made whole, yo. They probably ain't gonna be made whole. These people probably just they out of luck. The families of the people that got killed and the people that's injured probably out of luck, yo. It's sad. I feel for them people, yo. I feel for them people. Meanwhile, check this out. You got this dude and all his benevolent wisdom. Check him out.
That states those jobs that we are in high demand, we could expedite. How do we have a large body of people that are in our city and country that are excellent swimmers?
I'm gonna get back to that part. Oh my gosh. What I tell y'all? I told y'all, right? I said that they were going to make it legal to hire the illegals. We seen it in New York. We seen Hochul advocate for it. They still advocating for it. When you got people looking for jobs all over New York that are citizens. Like I said, I ain't got a problem with the illegals. We got to take care of our own people first. This nigga said...
body of people that are in our city and country that are excellent swimmers.
That are excellent swimmers. That are excellent swimmers. Who gave him that talking point? Are they really that good of a swimmer? I mean, a lot of them be getting taken by the Rio Grande. I'm just saying. Excellent swimmers.
And at the same time, we need lifeguards.
Oh my God, what? Oh my God.
And the only obstacle is that we won't give them the right to work to become a lifeguard. That just doesn't make sense. But if we had a plan that say you have a shortage of food service workers and those who fit the criteria, we're going to expedite you. If you have the experience that you are a nurse, which you have a nursing shortage, and we will expedite you.
Why y'all got that nursing shortage, Eric? Could it be because you fired all of those nurses who wouldn't get the ME? Huh? Why you got food worker shortage? Because you fired all those people that wouldn't get the ME? See, the thing about it is those jobs you got a shortage in, you got those shortages in because you fired those people because they wouldn't get experimental medicine. But now you want to backfill these jobs, right? Never mind the fact that you got the unemployment rate in New York is crazy. Never mind that. You want to backfill these jobs with people that ain't even got a social security number here in America. They only got citizenship. It's the new voter base, people. It's their new voter base.
And that's the same with lifeguards. So we have all these eligible people waiting to work with the skills we need to fill the jobs, but we're unable to allow them. That's
See, the thing is, they don't have social security cards, so they make them ineligible. They don't have citizenship. That makes them ineligible unless they got a visa or whatever, work visa. I'm sure you got a lot of eligible people in New York that are American citizens that can do those jobs too. But I forgot, you fired those people from those jobs because they didn't take an experimental medicine that you guys was forcing down their veins. I swear, the cognitive dissonance, the mental gymnastics that they go through to make their nonsense make sense is Olympic level. You can't make this stuff you hear coming out of his mouth. This is another dumbass take. They're good swimmers. They made it here to America. They didn't get swept down river by the Rio Grande, so they must, the Rio Grande weed out the weak ones. They're eligible. We don't know what their background is, though. We don't know what their background is. Like I said, I ain't got a problem with the illegals, but you get caught. The thing is, if you get caught, you got charges to the game. But they catching them, right? Them busing them to the sanctuary cities, letting them deal with them. Now the sanctuary cities is trying to give them the jobs that he can get to the American citizens. Not only are they giving the jobs that they're trying to give to the American citizens, right? The reason why they're trying to give them these jobs is because what's New York giving them? $10,000 in gift cards? Is that what New York's trying to give them? $10,000 in gift cards or whatever it is for them to get apartments and housing and all this other stuff? Making them real comfortable. So we gotta get them working. We gotta get them working though. I remember when he was running for office, people was like, "Oh yeah, it's a black man. He's gonna clean up. He's an ex-police officer," and even the right thought he was going to be on the right. And then he get in there and just like now it's like, yeah, like really, is that what we doing? Because you back the blue, you think that he gonna be on your side? He backed the blue, and I ain't talking about the police. We don't know what to do with these illegals. Y'all caught them. They're caught. They're not supposed to be here. You know what you do with the illegals that you caught that ain't supposed to be here? Charge it to the game. Send them home. Just saying, if I got caught in Mexico without a visa or a passport or whatever, they shipping my black ass back across the border. Your elected officials, people. The same ones want to take your rights away from you. The same ones that want to take your rights away from you and give them to people who just got here that not even supposed to be here. Man. Oh my God. I mean, that's essentially what he called y'all. I mean, it was just, yeah. Somebody did. H.J. Cousin wildin'. I don't see Mexico bringing home Olympic swimming goals. The two folks around him are not even showing their confidence in his dumbfounded comment. They not. They just sitting there like, did he just say what he said? He actually said that they were good swimmers. That is ridiculous. What? He been lost his mind, yo. He been lost his mind. All those highly trained medical professionals swimming. Yeah. Swimming here. with all those highly trained professionals that they fired. It's crazy to me. They had to put him on the police force next. Yeah, we had people, but they fired them. They lower academic standards so our kids can't read or do math. They won't ship me out of. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure if I got a couple of dollars in my pocket, they might try and make something happen. But I'm just saying. Let me not have a penny to my name. They kicking me all the way out of Mexico. What's up, Emmanuel? We just talking about Eric Adams. We gonna run it back. Your boy Eric Adams, yo, your uncle.
States, those jobs that we are in high demand, we could expedite. How do we have a large body of people that are in our city and country that are excellent swimmers, and at the same time we need lifeguards? And the only obstacle is that we won't give them the right to work to become a lifeguard. That just doesn't make sense. But if we had a plan that say you have a shortage of food service workers and those who fit the criteria, we're going to expedite you. If you have the experience that you are a nurse, which you have a nursing shortage, and we will expedite you. And that's the same with lifeguards. So we have all these eligible people waiting to work with the skills we need to fill the jobs, but we're unable to allow them.
But why he keep harping on the lifeguard thing? Like, he really thought that was a profound statement. He really thought that was a profound statement. What up, Jackson? Yeah, he do. With that statement he just made. But he keep harking on the lifeguard stuff. I don't know. I throw him the rope. I throw him the life preserver. I don't know. He's just no catchy. He's just no catchy, and he drowned. Why didn't you jump in after? Oh no. He no kill me. He no kill me. Oh my gosh, bro. Jeez. Maybe what I just did was racist. I'm sorry, guys. This is how I see it. It's just I'm sorry. It's crazy though. Like, this is what they want to do. This was always the plan though, guys. This was always the plan. Please make no mistake about it. They want to let all these people into the country, and they want them to replace us as a voter class, and they want to let them in, and they're going to let them take over jobs. Like I told you guys back in what? Almost 3 years ago? 2 years ago? They going to Shanisha. You know she ain't getting her hair wet from somebody else kid. Y'all crazy. You guys say about Mexican lifeguard in Acapulco? Acapulco? I'm trying to go to Acapulco. Damn. No. Oh, hold on. Wait, what? What's the list of demands for Denver? Oh yeah, once they get jobs and they establish that voting is definitely next. They trying to expedite all of this. They trying to expedite all of this. Oh my gosh, yo. Old Eric Adams, boy, I tell you that much. I told y'all that was gonna go down the way it went down.
But you see at our border with Sleepy Joe, you know, we have hundreds of times the amount of immigrants coming through.
Right.
But we are not even close to classifying it as an attack. We have no troops on the border. We have no people go there and inspecting them for Rona, you know, yet you're requiring us to get the juice and to get tests to come in this country legally. If I want to fly back to the United States from Korea, I have to take a test or get the juice. You know, but people who are crossing over, God knows who they are, you know, traffickers, sex traffickers, you know, who are bringing those children in, you know, they get to come in without a test, without a background check, without anything.
And the funny part is that people aren't contesting this. Now, I'm going to tell you this one thing, black folks. When old Joe Nicholslick make it legal to hire illegals, your ass is going to be out of a job. What you going to do then? What you going to do then? Y'all sitting here, y'all rooting for this, y'all marching yourself right off the cliff. You march yourself right off the cliff. Slowly but surely, they is replacing us as a voter base. They talking about giving them the bag for pain and suffering, and they not even American citizens. Soon you're gonna be like, you know what? Go ahead and hire them. It's cool. And then next thing you know, what you gonna be doing? You gonna be the one at Home Depot trying to jump in somebody's pickup truck. It's ridiculous.
He said you're going to be sitting at Home Depot waiting. Somebody pull up with a pickup truck.
Jose going to be picking your ass up off the side of the Home Depot.
Jose going to be asking you. He going to be like, habla español? And that was 2 years ago when I said that. During the Rittenhouse situation. Almost 3 years ago. We seeing it now. We seeing it now. What up, Jabari? I said it with AK on the stream. I said the same thing with AK on the stream about let me see if they even got it. They might have deleted it because they deleted a lot of stuff. Yeah, they deleted it. They definitely deleted it. Here, go right here. On the band, it's on the band app. Or they're gonna be like, you want to be citizens. You're gonna become. I also think that if we do spark a war, they're gonna be like, you want to be citizens. You want to become citizens? Okay. Well, guess what? You need to join our army. You join our army, you get citizenship. You know what I mean? You know, on top of what you just said. You know,
you can be the fodder, bro.
Right.
I describe it accurately. Says that if you're an undocumented person in this country, and you can pass the physical and the required test, background test, the like, you can serve in our military, and if you do it honorably, we will make you citizens of the United States.
This niggas need to relax and take notes.
See? They doing that too. Yeah, you missed me getting nuked from Rumble yesterday, yo. I don't know what happened. I was paranoid for the rest of the night. I didn't know if the man was coming to get me. Yo, we was covering, what's her name? Allie Carter, the girl that allegedly got by Barrio and them. We was covering that interview, and then next thing you know, my entire stream got nuked, yo. On Rumble. For like 10 minutes, y'all, was I down for? 10 minutes, yo. That was crazy. Jay got kicked out and everything. Like my entire like Wi-Fi, my connection, everything went down in my house. Everything. I blame Jonah. I blame Jonah. Oh, word, yo. Your Rumble app closed itself? See? I thought it was just on my end. Here go Black Falcon. Check Twitter. All right, I got you. But like I said, yo, it's what it is. We don't be missing, yo. We don't be missing. Oh, we're going to hold real quick. Check this real quick. Yeah, they probably was sending me a message. We still finished the stream. Gosh dang it. I'm telling you, I blame Jonah, yo. Jonah sent me that daggone Langley link. That's what happened. Shout out to Jonah. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so check this out. This from Shamika Michelle. A father fights the father of a 7-year-old girl who was bullying his daughter to teach her a lesson. Let's hear what he got to say.
To the 7-year-old girl who had to watch me and my brothers jump her daddy after school, I'm sorry. I know that was probably a traumatizing experience for you, but we kept asking you to stop bullying my daughter and you wouldn't listen. We sent letters home. We even had a meeting with you and your parents and you wouldn't listen. So now you know your actions have consequences. And since you too young to receive those consequences, you had to watch your daddy take those consequences. Get some therapy. You'll be all right.
Damn. Jeez. Oh my gosh, let me run that back real quick. I don't even know what to think about it.
To the 7-year-old girl who had to watch me and my brothers jump her daddy after school, I'm sorry. I know that was probably a traumatizing experience for you, but we kept asking you to stop bullying my daughter and you wouldn't listen. We sent letters home. We even had a meeting with you and your parents and you wouldn't listen. So now you know your actions have consequences. And since you too young to receive those consequences, you had to watch your daddy take those consequences. Get some therapy. You'll be all right.
What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Yeah, he did. Jonah definitely broke Rumble. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to think about that, yo. I don't know what to think about it. I guess in case he took the L, I don't know. Yeah, I was peeping that too, yo. I was peeping that too. I don't know what to think about that, yo. The reason I say that is because my son Hunter, he's on the spectrum, and sometimes he say kids pick on him in school, right? But my son got a lot of resolve and he got a lot of scrap in him. But he be coming home sometimes and he be hurt because he, his autism kind of hinders him from having friends, and he wants to have friends. But sometimes these kids is little dickheads, and they really be getting at, they really be getting on my, getting to my son. And it be times, right, where he come home and tell me something, and I be like, yo, and I've said it, and my wife had to correct me. I'd be like, you know what? Set up a meeting with with the kid parents. And if the father a dickhead like his son a dickhead, I'm gonna beat his father up in front of the principal. I've said this. It's my kid, right? I've said this. I've openly voiced that I ain't got a problem whooping some kid's father's ass if he don't get his kid in line. I've said this out loud, and my wife had to check me and say, you can't do that. You can't go up there picking fights with the parents. I'm like, well, I can't fight the kid. And he learning this from somewhere. If the parents don't correct him, then I need to correct his parents. Like, I get upset about that stuff, but then I get talked down by the wife because I don't want to go to jail for assaulting somebody and beating somebody's father up in the middle of the schoolyard. You know what I mean? I just want to know what y'all think. He did try the official channels first, and I get that to him. Justine says, kids can be so mean. Emmanuel said kids are supposed to be mean. Stop raising these sensitive ass kids that can't handle criticism. I agree. Bullies build character. I agree. Bullies build character. I agree. Learn to defend yourself. They tried to have meetings and stuff. Yeah. You know, and I agree. Bullies do build character, right? But I think certain kids should be off limits. You know what I mean? Even when I was in high school, I thought certain kids should be off limits. It was certain kids you knew they just it was something wasn't clicking, or they didn't know any better. And it's like, but the kids that knew better knew that they didn't know any better, so they would pick on them and they would, you know, make them do crazy shit. And I never thought that was cool. And I would always stick up for them kids because, like, yo, you know he don't know no better. Yo, why you gonna do that? Right? A lot of these kids on the spectrum, a lot of these autistic kids, the ones even like the ones that's nonverbal or got issues, even the highly verbal ones or highly, you know, intelligent ones, like my son, he's very intelligent, but he doesn't, like, his social cues aren't there. As much as I work with him, he's still trying to develop those social cues. My son can't read a room. He don't know how to read the room, but that's just because it's just how he is, right? I'm trying to teach him how to read the room. It's tough to teach him how to read the room. But you got a lot of kids that don't know how to read the room. And a lot of these kids, they be taking advantage of that. But some don't know no better. There's been a couple times. So, for example, my son played football, and they were like, yo, why Hunter? I was like, look, Hunter's on the spectrum. He's very smart, but the way he tries to interact with you guys is he mimics you guys and your personalities because that's how he works. So he doesn't mean any harm by it. He just sees you guys doing it, so he tries to do it too to fit in. Once I explained it to the team, they was like, okay, we got you. We get it. And then it wasn't no issues. They understood at that point. Because, you know, most kids, they don't understand. Then you got the kids that do understand, and they be going after it. So it's like, I be angry at the time, and then I'll be like, yo, nah, we need to have a meeting. Let these, like, look, your kid picking on my kid. I understand, but look, this is the deal. And if they correct their kid, then great. If they don't correct their kid, or they brush that shit off, then I got a problem. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know I don't know what to think about that. He went through the official channels, and it seemed like things still, you know, was still persisting. And so that little girl had to get traumatized by watching her daddy get his ass whooped. And I mean, I don't know if that's the right way to go about it, but I feel like that little girl is I feel like that taught her a lesson, unfortunately, in that situation. And it probably did teach the father a lesson in a way, like, damn, let me do more to control my kid for this shit happen again. You know what I mean? It's interesting though. I don't know. It's an interesting thing. Not your responsibility to exert that type of energy with the parents, but 10 toes down means everything. That is true. The man wrote letters and all. Like, at a certain point, you got to know when to stop that. Yeah. And we don't know. We don't know what's up with this little. We don't know the dude we watch. We don't know what's up with this little girl. Now, is it something where, like, yo, teach your kid how to fight, or is she in a situation, or is she, you know, physically don't have the capacity to do that? You know what I mean? Like Hunter be like, Daddy, I almost got in a fight today. Yeah, they getting on my nerves, Daddy. They keep messing with me, and I be like, let's go. I'm like, my son got a lot of mouth, and he don't mind trying to back it up. He all 68 pounds of him. He don't mind it. But I don't like it. You know what I mean? Because he will defend himself, and he will try. That's one thing I'll say about Hunter. He ain't scared of nothing. But I don't like it. You know what I mean? That's just me being a parent. Nah, that's a good point. If the little girl that they just beat up Father Thorough and he come back with the blicky, you brought that on yourself. You know what I mean? Now that's what I'm saying. That's another reason I'm saying I don't know about this approach, because now you got that. Hopefully your house don't get shot up or something like that. You know what I mean? Maybe if you would have shot the fair one-on-one, it wouldn't. You know what I mean? It's a lot to it. Folks thought my great uncle was retarded for 40 some odd years, and he just realized he was deaf. Mad respect for how you letting little Cannon what'd you say? How you letting them know little Cannon? Letting them know Cannon. Yeah. So I'm sorry. I'm a little slow tonight. I'm tired. But you know what I mean? It's just yeah, you know. Sometimes I'll talk to the kids, like the kids on the bus stop. I'm like, yeah, look, that's what it is. So the kids don't really mess with them. You know what I mean? But you got some kids that just little assholes. You know. Parents don't need to be involved unless it's bodily harm. I agree. But we don't know. We don't know what the other little girl's doing. You know. Like Hunter came home one day. What did he come home like a week ago? It's like, Daddy, such and so said his mom's gonna kill me. And you know, with some kids on the spectrum, everything's literal. And I'm like, Hunter, no, she's not gonna kill you. His mother's not gonna put her hands on you. It's okay. He's just being extra. And the kid that he was arguing with him is on the spectrum too. So he just being exaggerative, whatever you want to call it. But you know, it's certain things, like I'm trying to teach him how to be more what's the word? I'm trying to teach him nuance. It's hard to teach him nuance. But I'm trying to teach him nuance about situations. And that some things are just exaggerated and stuff like that. But it's tough. It's tough. What up, Fresh Mike? You know what I mean? But it's tough. So I don't know. Now, if this dude's daughter was like on, you know, something like she got like a, you know, some, you know, she's on the spectrum or she can't defend herself, like physically she just can't, you know what I mean, or whatever. I kind of understand it, but like my daughter, I'm not gonna go beat up some girl's father because she's picking on my daughter. I'm gonna tell my daughter big ass to go whoop that girl ass. My daughter is a titan. My daughter 5'7", 165, just solid muscle. Sweet as pie. When she got to high school, was she in the 10th grade now? She got to high school last year. Some girl tried her. And she was like nervous. And I said, what's wrong? She in the room like, well, Dad, she was taking her hair out. Like, we're taking her hair out. Like, she had braids and stuff. And, well, I don't know if I'm gonna have to fight on Monday because this girl, she been talking real sideways and da-da-da-da-da-da. I said, okay, well, you know, you don't fight because of, you know, talk, you know, like, you know, let a teacher know or something like that, right? Because I want, like, I was always taught if you're gonna beat somebody up, make sure they left you no other option but to beat them up. That's what I was always taught, right? So, excuse me. So then she thought that I was being a little, you know, docile about us. So she called my sister. My sister said, if you don't take your big ass to school and whoop that girl's ass. Oh my gosh. So then she come back to me, well, Daddy, I talked to Aunt Ashley. Aunt Ashley told me to beat the girl up. I was like, look, Zoe, I don't want you to get it suspended. I said, so if you can't talk it out with the girl and she proceeds to threaten you and she get in your face, you gotta beat her up. But I ain't never been in a fight. And I said, I understand that. But I said, look at you and look at that girl. She showed me a picture of the girl. I said, look at you and look at that girl. You tower over her. I said, Zoe, beat the hell out of her and don't stop beating on her until somebody pull you off of her. So, luckily her and the girl could talk. They talked it out. They friends now, allegedly. But I'm just, you know, my daughter like, no, yo. I'm going to tell her, yo, handle your business if you got to. She's physically capable of handling her business. My daughter is a giant. And she ain't done growing. My daughter is a giant. She is, well, she already 6 inches taller than her mother. My daughter is 5'7", 165, and it's all muscle. So I know if my daughter lands a punch, it's a wrap for it might be a wrap for a couple of guys. If my daughter lands a punch on one of them. And it's not like my daughter don't know how to defend herself. She just like to avoid conflict like I do. I don't like conflict, but if you leave me no other options, then I gotta hurt you. I gotta make an example of you. And I told her the same thing. If they leave you no other options, you need to make an example out of them. I said, I got in one fight in school and I never fought again because I made an example out of that person. And they knew not to mess with me because I was quiet. But I ain't take no shit. I sent that one shot, sent him to the nurse for the rest of the day. Swole all the way up. They thought I broke his jaw. I said, I'll come to the school and I'll be upset in front of the principal. I said, after that, we're going to get your nails done. I said, after that, we're going to get your nails done. I got to fake it for the principal. And then like, Zoe, you know that? After I'm going to give you a high five and we going shopping. You know? But yeah, like, if your kids are capable, and teach them how to fight. Period. Bullies are essential. They're going to have bullies at work. They're going to have bullies all throughout life. They got to know how to deal with that. You know? So, I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe his little girl, maybe she wasn't physically capable of fighting. Who knows? You know what I mean? We don't know. Like I said, with my son Hunter ain't got a problem trying to defend himself. But Hunter is 68 pounds. He is undersized for being 10. You know what I mean? And he tries, but also he's a sweet kid. He don't want that, but he don't mind defending himself. But if it's a kid that knows that, I be wanting to fight their parents too. I ain't gonna lie. And when I saw the video, I was like, yo, I be feeling that way. But this dude actually carried it out. Now, I wouldn't have jumped. I don't mind shooting a fair one. I wouldn't have jumped the guy. But, you know. I don't know. That was an interesting one I wanted to show you guys. What y'all talking about? What? You had my son tell me that some kid's mom threatened to kill him and his friend. So somebody's mom said it? No, this kid was just exaggerating to my son. But that's crazy. He didn't tell me until like weeks later in casual conversation. Oh my gosh. In what scenarios? Oh, you talking about with the guy? Like, I don't know, yo. What you mean? I get it. I'm sure that I don't know. Hopefully his daughter ain't watch. Sad that the other little girl had to watch. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's interesting. I get what you're saying now, Emmanuel. I get exactly what you're saying now. You think it's feminine energy? Like I said, you never know. If this, I mean, I get it. I don't know. But he went through every step. I don't know how to feel about it. He went through every step. So girl still picked on him. Picked on his daughter. I guess his thinking was like, if I beat her father up, or her father get an ass whooping in front of her, she'll know that her consequences have actions. I mean, her actions have consequences. I don't know. It's brutal, but I get it. But it should have been square up at least. He should have squared up. He should have shot the fair one, is what I'd say. He did do some nigga shit, bringing people into it. Yeah, he should have shot the fair one. That's what I'll say about that. He should have shot the fair one if he was going to do it. Ain't no need to jump somebody. You know. That's one thing ain't gonna happen. She saw what happened to her dad because of it. She probably ain't gonna bully nobody else. She probably gonna, not just that girl, but anybody. She would think if she bullies somebody, her father gonna get beat up. I mean, it's sad though. Like he should. Like, if you're gonna do something like that, it's gotta be one-on-one. Like I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. 2025 brings different consequences. I'm sure he gonna go to jail or get some. I don't know. Depending on I guess depending on how the father are gonna handle it. The other little girl father. It could be like a repetitive thing. Like I said, my daughter, some girl picking on you, girl, you capable. Go handle that. Just like when I was a kid and I had a bully, my mother locked my ass out the house and made me fight him. But I was more than capable. You know what I mean? My sister had bullies. I remember my sister had these two bullies. They were twins. My sister had two bullies. They was twins. We was in elementary school, and my sister was one. She didn't want to fight, and these two. My mother was like, "You better beat them up. You better fight them, or I'm gonna beat your ass." Everybody had that talk, right? Fight them, or I'm gonna beat your ass. So we walked home from school one day, and we walking through the alley. Little twin girl started messing with my sister again. Right? And my sister just had it, and she whooped both their asses in that alley. She whooped both their asses in that alley. She slammed one of the girls on her neck, and then she slammed another girl into the gate. I remember that. She beat both their asses that day in the alley. And they went and got their brother, and their brother was the one that was trying to bully me, and I whooped his ass outside too. I didn't want to fight. I wasn't trying to fight. My mother made me go out there because he's picking on my sister. That's what happened. I was in there. I was watching Batman, the animated series, right? I was chilling, watching Batman, and my mother come upstairs. Go outside, and you better fight that boy. She messed with your sister. I'm like, oh, come on, man. So I go out there, and I was like 7 or 8. I go out there, and he get in my face, and he wasn't that big of a kid, but he sitting there thinking he was all big and bad. So he hit me, and I was like, that's it? I proceeded to whoop his ass in the rain for my sister, and because I couldn't watch Batman the animated series, because I had to come outside and beat his ass. I had to fight him twice, and I beat his ass twice. And then he went and got his older brother who was like in the 8th grade, and I was like 8, try to fight me. And I was like, I didn't want to fight his brother, but I had a homeboy. My homeboy came out of nowhere one day because the other boy brother cornered me. He seen it, and he ran down the street, and he started fighting the boy for me. But yeah, yo, these kids be crazy, be brutal. I agree, Emmanuel, but sometimes. Like, could this have been handled a little differently? Probably. But, again, we don't know what kind of state his daughter in. We don't know if she is, fully functioning, got all her faculties and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We don't know. And after a while, it kind of get annoying. And then when you went to the parents and the parents haven't corrected the kid, now it feel like disrespect. Like, yo, we came to you, letters and everything. Yo, your kid picking on my daughter. Parents don't do nothing about it. Now you gotta make an example. Now, either the parents didn't care or the parents are helicopter parents. Kid run the house. Who knows? I don't know, yo. I don't know. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I don't know. A baby dragon. But you just got, you got a quick temper, huh? Who, me? I was a little skinny something. I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of things, I wasn't a small kid, but I wasn't like big, I guess you would say. I don't know. I feel like I was average size, and I don't know. Maybe I was a big kid in elementary school. I don't know. Maybe I was a big kid in elementary school. I don't know. Looking back on it, I don't know. No, I feel you. That's the thing. We don't know to the extent the little girl was being bullied either. We don't know. Maybe bodily harm did come, you know? I don't know. Like, I got a call that Hunter got in a little scuffle in school, and I was proud of him. I gave him a fist bump when he got in the house. He was all proud of himself and everything. Well, Hunter and his kid, whatever the kid name is, Hunter and his kid, they got in a little scuffle here, and we broke it up, and Hunter came home amped, boy. We thought he just had a heavyweight fight. But you got a lot of kids that's like Hunter who are on the spectrum, and they don't know why the kids are being mean to him and stuff like that. Like Hunter be coming home like, yo, Dad, they be thinking they could pick on me, and I want some revenge. I'm like, oh, don't talk like that, son. He was like, nah, I ain't taking it. I ain't taking it, Dad. I ain't taking it. I was like, you ain't gotta take it, bro. You ain't gotta take it. You do what you gotta do. You do it just as long as you ain't starting stuff. You do what you gotta do. What's this, y'all? What you sent me, yo? I don't know, Emmanuel. It's different when you got a kid and you know your kid can't defend themselves. That's the thing. It's one thing to like teach a kid to defend yourself, but when you got a kid who can't defend themselves, and kids are taking advantage of that kid, and you try to go the right route. Now, like I said, I do not agree with the multiple people. I don't agree with that. If you wanted to teach this little girl a lesson and you wanted to beat her father up, I still don't. I know where he coming from with it. But like, at least shoot the fair one, like for real. It's just, yeah, it was some nigga shit. But then I don't know. It's just interesting. That's still not the trait. That's still not true, Emmanuel. These kids got like these IEP classes and these other classes where these kids they physically they ain't got it in them. You know what I mean? Why do you think these kids shooting shit up? Why do you think some of these kids shooting shit up? Denver migrants send list of 13 demands to mayor? What? Migrants rent-free program gets a boost. Denver City Council unanimously approved a contractual agreement with a regional nonprofit costing roughly $1.4 million to provide various migrant services throughout the rest of the year. The resolution between the city and Vive, of course, Wellness was approved on May 6th via 13. Damn, everybody was. And will provide case management services for newcomer families. What? And individuals including rent deposit assistance, onward travel, and what? Hold on. Rental deposit assistance. Onward travel, is that for them to go back? Is that what that is? And other supportive services. An estimated 800 migrants are expected to be among the first to qualify. It allows roughly what? Hold on, damn, that was fast. It allows roughly 1,000 asylum seekers to come to Denver. We must wait at least 180 days after applying for asylum to receive legal work authorization. There we go with the making it illegal to hire the illegals. They just gonna act like we ain't got a border. They just gonna act like we ain't got a border or immigration rules, immigration laws. After receiving that authorization, those individuals will be enrolled in a separate program called Work Ready Denver. Those asylum seekers are also being provided 6 months of housing assistance. What? That's crazy. Bro, I told y'all they're making it illegal. They make it illegal to hire the illegals. They giving them, there's people in New York, there's people in Chicago, people in Denver who can barely pay their electric bill. They can barely make rent. They said, forget them. We're gonna get the money over here. What sense does that make? I remember Tucker Carlson was talking to the mayor of Jersey, I think it was, and he was trying to justify giving free community college to illegal immigrant kids. But the low income kids in the city of Newark or Camden or wherever it was didn't get that same assistance. Like, do y'all see this? They just gonna pretend like we don't got immigration laws. They're gonna pretend we don't have a border. This is how they're gonna sneak this in under the rug. Asylum cities will allow illegal immigrants to work, and they're gonna foot the bill for their housing. Sound like welfare. They're giving them welfare. That's exactly what they're doing. They're giving them welfare. That's sad. That's crazy. That is nonsensical. You're not the only person. Like I said, you got Denver's third one. I heard of Denver. You got New York with the $10,000 gift cards, and you got Chicago giving out $9,000 over 6 months with an apartment and a stipend to get furniture. They think they slick. They think they slick. They're gonna be like, what southern border? That's the whole plan. That's why Donnie T can't win. They can't have no Republican get in. That's the whole plan. What southern border? I don't know what you're talking about. Northern border. Well, no, we're just America. There is going to be no more North and South America. It's going to be America. That's what they're trying to do. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, they kind of signed some law that kind of erased the border. People just don't understand that yet. I know, right? Can I sign up? Well, you look like you Sammy Sosa's son. You can, if they come to DC or Virginia, you got it. Oh my gosh, man. This is crazy. You see them looking at the yoga chicks over there like fruit salad. Hopefully they don't know how to lasso the person like they did with that one lady. It's crazy, y'all. This is nuts. Boy, America is going down. America might not make it. What America gonna look like in the next 10 years? What y'all think? What's America gonna look like in the next 10 years? That's the question. Oh my gosh, man. I tell you. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all tonight, guys. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. I'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share the stream. Let people know we live. If you're catching a replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. Anyway, guys. Cinco de Mayo. Anyway, guys, until next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss. Don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of his own. Worry about today. I'll holler at you.
Notes, niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.